Alright, Ashley. So, uh, back to where we started, day one. It was 500 for a double. Speed at 7. It was fairly slow. Getting back in the squats feels super weird, super awkward. This one is not too bad as far as like my positioning goes. I'm really trying to focus on like not moving my head too much, not too much of the jerk back, more of a consistent motion. So that's what I've been focusing on from the back down sets, and really most of my squats didn't really flop. Same thing with this 410. Like everything looks super smooth and fast, but it doesn't feel like as effortless as it usually does. I think that's mostly because I'm trying with a new style, trying to make sure that the focus is keeping my head in the same position, making sure that I stay consistent as far as, consistent, rather than trying to force it up every single time that it gets slightly heavier. Then here's 265 for a double, very slight, and then 245 for a set of 5. Bench has been on a very great incline. I feel like it's really easy to find positioning. Even the middle finger on the ring, and so bench has been going very good. Switch back to conventional is weird right now because it's been so long since I've done conventional, so it's definitely an interesting little switch right now. That was fun. This is for conventional. Now I have, it seems to be 4 like 10, 4 12, 4 sets of 5, and again, trying to stay in the knees a little bit more, but it's definitely pretty hard considering that and then conventional in so long. So this has been conventional deadlift has just been weird last week and this week, especially with me just switching back to it. Putting like short videos of my accessories. They've been going really well. I've been getting to like 2 plates and a 25 on each side. I think it's just like 2 plates, almost 3 plates right there, because it's like a 35, 25, and 2 10s. And then I was trying to figure out what handle was best for my cable rows. This one was kind of weird. I'm not going to do it again today. It was very weird. But just, whether I see which one do you think is better, or like, did you have a preference for which handle that you thought was best for these rows? And then same thing here. Going with the DK. I had cut this video. I don't know, not too long. Yeah, I don't know what I'm looking at, but considering that you probably skip over this part. I also took on a client. I'm just like watching his videos and giving him tips and stuff like that. But he considers it coaching, so I'm calling it coaching now. So this is the other attachment that I tried, and it was fairly okay. And then also what I'm doing is that on my days I don't have too many accessories, like on my Tuesdays, like I only have basically 2 accessories. I add 2 more, one more chest and one more back. So I decided to add this, which is your neutral grip dumbbell bench press. I haven't done that in a while, but I feel like one of my sticking points is in my shoulder triceps. So I thought that kind of like looking at that via the dumbbell chest press. Here's a surprise PR, very rough program. I believe this is 330 instead of 340. I don't know, 330, 335, whatever it is. PR. Again, the back pad, low-key throws off my positioning a little bit, so I like it for being able to take people to the pad. Besides that, it's not that hard. You'll see that in the couple videos later. I've been doing something very similar, and more successful. So there is a PR set of 286 for 4, that I fought and grinded for that last 4th rep. And then here's yesterday, the most horrible squat position ever. I squat 530 for a double. First one was fairly easy. The second one, it just shifted back. I was like, oh, nope, I cannot do it. So that was embarrassing. 440 for 6 was a much better set for my back downs. That was, I don't want to miss another squat, I'm not gonna lie to you. So I want to make sure that I'm aligned a lot more closer to RPE, and I know that I say it all the time, but it's just something that I have to put myself to do now. The 440 for 6 was pretty smooth. Again, trying to keep my head the same positioning. and that ended up going fairly good. As well as this set of 260. This is what I was talking about. Like the 264. When I was in Georgia, moved fairly slow towards the end. This is 250. This is 250 4 or 5. And then I decided to go up to 260 because it felt very light. And 260 was just as easy. Really just dropping and putting my butt down really tightly as I'm touching the bench and having consistent, pushes. So I feel like my bench is just on a steady incline. Didn't go as heavy as last week with the 485 for a double, which was pretty good. Can't complain about it. My grip slipped out of this one, so I'm having an interesting time trying to figure out where my grip used to be. But here's like some very floated sets of the 385 back downs. But yep, back to videos. I asked if I was seeing stuff to you. Just let me know what you think and if you have any comments or anything that I need to improve upon, and also features and guidance for the rest of these prep blocks and things like that. Besides that, my boy, hope you have a good one. Hope you're recovering well from your surgery, and have a great day, man.